Imagine walking into like a packed coffee shop, right? The acoustic guitar is crystal clear, the vocals are, well, hitting you right in the chest.
Oh, yeah, we've all been in that room.
Right. And you scan the room looking for, this massive wall of speakers making all that noise, and all you see is a single black box about the size of a toaster.
It's wild. It really is.
Welcome to today's deep dive. We are looking at a spec sheet today for the QSC CP8, which is a 1,000-watt compact powered loudspeaker. And our mission today is to figure out how this specific piece of tech packs like arena-level audio engineering into a highly portable package.
It's a fascinating physics problem, honestly. I mean, think about it. A single pair of these small boxes can actually cover an audience of 250 people.
Wow, 250 people from two little boxes.
Yeah. What's fascinating here is we're really looking at the democratization of professional sound. You're getting 124 decibels of room-filling volume without needing a whole box truck full of gear to make it happen.
Okay, let's unpack this, because I like to think of the CP8 as, a tiny sports car. It's this surprisingly small 21-pound frame housing a massive 1,000-watt Class D amplifier.
Which is incredibly efficient.
Right, but raw power is entirely useless if it sounds terrible. So pushing 1,000 watts through an 8-inch woofer and a 1.4-inch titanium compression driver, usually that just results in a disordered mess.
Oh, absolutely. The cone just can't handle it.
Exactly. Now, I saw the specs mention onboard digital signal processing, or DSP, and something called intrinsic correction. But I'll be honest, so what does this all mean? Is intrinsic correction just like a magic button that replaces a human sound engineer?
I get why you're skeptical. Usually when audio brands say automatic tuning, it just means heavily compressed, lifeless sound,
Yeah, exactly. It squashes everything.
But that's the core difference between old analog gear and smart digital gear. Think of the DSP as a hyperactive audio engineer living inside the speaker. Instead of blindly compressing the sound after it gets too loud, it maps out the exact physical limitations of the woofer and the horn. It acts like an in-ear translator.
Oh, so it intercepts the raw audio.
Right, it constantly intercepts it and translates it into a language the speaker cone understands. It ensures a smooth power response across the entire 56 Hz to 20 kHz range with little to no EQ needed. It knows when a frequency will distort and corrects the power before distortion can even happen.
Okay, so the internal brain keeps the woofer from physically tearing itself apart.
Exactly.
But there's another acoustic problem here. High frequencies from the horn naturally shoot straight out like a laser beam. Meanwhile, the low frequencies from the woofer tend to spread out everywhere like a flood.
Yes, the classic muddy room problem.
Right, so how do you get those two very different sound waves to hit the listener's ear at the exact same time?
That brings us to what QSC calls directivity match transition, or DMT. And this isn't a digital trick, it's actual physical engineering.
Wait, physical how?
They actively match the physical acoustic angles of the woofer and the horn. By physically aligning where those sound waves originate, the DMT forces them to blend seamlessly. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, it guarantees a consistent 90-degree coverage area.
Meaning, the person hiding in the back corner of the room hears the exact same quality as the person sitting in the very front row.
You got it. The speaker dynamically fixes its own acoustic flaws.
Here's where it gets really interesting to me. If the speaker handles all the acoustic tuning automatically, how easily can a solo user actually utilize it in the real world?
Well, look at the back panel. It's built to be a standalone 3-channel mixer.
Okay, let's break that down. It has combo XLR inputs. So if I'm a solo singer playing a coffee shop, plugging my guitar into input A, my mic into input B, which has that plus 25 decibel mic boost.
Which is huge for dynamic mics, by the way.
Right. And then my phone into the 3.5 millimeter O on input C. Do I even need to buy an external mixer?
For a vast majority of users, absolutely not. Because you have individual gain controls on inputs A and B, you can use it as a standalone 2-channel mixer.
So you have total control right on the box.
Exactly. Plus, an XLR mix-out allows you to daisy-chain it easily. This raises an important question about how gear is consolidating. We are firmly moving away from dumb analog setups and straight into smart digital audio.
It's wild to think about replacing heavy amps, mixing boards, and EQ racks with just onboard DSP and smart inputs on a 21-pound speaker.
It really is a game changer.
Which is exactly why you, listening right now, should care about this shift. Whether you are a gigging musician, giving a presentation, or running a small venue, the $549 CP8 shows how premium, foolproof audio has become incredibly accessible.
Completely accessible.
Which leaves us with a final thought to chew on. As these compact speakers get even smarter, actively preventing distortion and mixing themselves, will a traditional sound guy at small venues eventually become obsolete? Something for you to think about until our next deep dive.